Hello, everyone. My name is Chimka, and I'm a co-founder and CEO of Agrolly. So we are a team of digital agriculture experts, and we are basically revolutionizing the farming sector by reinventing the way we manage the crop risk. So before I introduce about our solution, like how exactly we do, let me share my personal story with you. So I was born and raised in the very easternmost part of Mongolia. And then I remember that one time, because my family is a family farmer. So one time, the very big storm hit us, our crop field, damaging all the crops and imposing a lot of financial damages on our family and community. And back in time, we didn't do anything to protect ourselves against the weather conditions. So it was a nightmare. So this is me after 20 years talking to rural family farmers, still working with them. And I almost look like a farmer by myself, right? So after 20 years, I realized that there was very little changes have been made. And today farmers, they're still struggling to fight against the climate change. And this is still a nightmare for many rural family farmers. It's not only Mongolia, it's also worldwide. But this puts us, entire world food system at risk. Because our world's food, 80% of the world's food is produced by family farmers, according to the UN FAO report. And also 59% of all small farms in the world, actually, they have less than 20 hectares of land. So those rural family farmers, they're struggling because they have to deal with climate change, soil erosion, and biodiversity loss. And they have to improve the farm productivity by themselves. And they have to meet the rising demand of more food with higher quality. And if available, of course, they have to adopt and learn new technologies. But today, their tools are pretty outdated because when they plan their crop season, it's pretty much dependent on the last year's crop season. And then family experience, also, they're pretty much dependent on the current crop price. And then while they have to be based on the long-term weather crop analysis, they do that only for 1 year, basically for the previous years. So to address the solution, we are proudly introducing our Agrolly climate solution. So we are basically trying to help those rural family farmers to identify what is the optimal crop with the lowest risk based on their location. So we are basically trying to, for farmers, we are basically trying to help them to save water and other natural resources and improve their field productivity, farm sustainability, and have better risk management tools in their hand. But on the other hand, we are also trying to help financial institutions and insurance to identify farmers' credit scoring and improve their loan risk management and increase the green loan release, and then also other sectoral products that is more tailored to family farmers. So we are offering API to agricultural apps, websites, and platforms who are also trying to help rural farmers to identify crop risk and provide more information, such as the quantity of water needed for the crops. And also we are offering software to financial institutions who are trying to increase and improve agricultural loan products and also insurance packages tailored to those rural family farmers. So last year, we built our very first version of our product as mobile app, and we are currently piloting it in 3 different countries, Mongolia, India, and Brazil, in collaboration with more than 1,000 family farmers. And then also this year, October, we are trying to launch our API product in more than 5 countries in Latin America in collaborating with Latin American organization. And also last year, we won this Call for Code, very global competition conducted by IBM, and also started receiving the technical support from IBM. So for our solutions, we are basically asking $500,000 to cover the costs of software and API development costs, operating expenses, and other working capitals. And we are offering 5% of our total share. And with this fund, we are ready to step up and then just start working on our solutions. So we hope that you invest in us, and then we are very willing to create a future digital agriculture with you. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really love that story and your personal touch there. Maybe I'll start here with Kim. Kim, do you have any questions for the Agrolly team?
Yeah, appreciate you being with us today. Thanks for making the scheduling work out. It's great to hear more. My question is about partnerships. Are there strategic partnerships that are either necessary or helpful for you to proceed? And maybe that's on the insurance side, or maybe that's even on the community level as you think about expansion plans.
Yes, that's definitely necessary because we are basically targeting those rural family farmers in developing countries, and then we need a lot of potential local partnership that through that partnership we can target the local farmers. But also, like, this is difficult because every country, they have different advancement in the sector. They have different infrastructure, ecosystem is all different. So we need the local Department of Agriculture and then the local ministries, the partnership. We definitely need a lot of partnership in the local levels.
Great. And what's been your approach to, just to piggyback on Kim for a minute here, what has been your approach to those partnerships? I imagine getting in at some of those local municipalities is rather difficult, especially in developing nations.
Yeah, exactly. So first of all, like, as I said, like after winning the Call for Code by IBM, we started having the technical support and also their CSR support. And then that helped us a lot to network with the local departments. But at the same time, like, for example, in Mongolia, it was not that difficult because we are young people and then we are future of agriculture. And then also when we talk about like agriculture and technology, like first they see like, you're a young girl, what are you talking about, blah, blah, blah. But like after for a while, like we show our product, our very first version of mobile app. And then we just showed the results that we tested it with the real farmers in the rural areas. And then the all feedbacks were positive. And then just we were pretty much accepted by Mongolia, Brazil, and India. And everybody's interested in our solution now. And then everybody's interested in like working with us to scale up. Because as you know, agriculture is not really well digitized and it's not really well related to technology that much today.
Awesome. I'll kick it over to Olivia. Olivia, do you have any questions for the Agrolly team here?
Yeah, thank you guys. Love what you're doing and think it's really important work. As I'm sure you're aware, there's a lot going on in the precision ag space. And so I would love to hear more about how you're differentiating yourself in the market, why you've chosen the specific regions that you're going after, and where you have IP, intellectual property, and how you kind of plan to build that out over time.
Yeah, so basically, my team, our team members, we are all from the developing countries, Mongolia, India, Brazil, and Taiwan. And we are all connected to agriculture because the agriculture is one of the most important sector in like playing a big role in our economy. And for that reason, we just chose the industry because everyone, we have a personal relationship with the agricultural farming. And then just when we were brainstorming as master students, we found this master idea and then started developing right away. And then our differentiation is like, basically our solution is not something we just came up. We really approached to the rural family farmers and started asking questions to identify their real problems. And at the same time, like we thought, like it's not only about the solving one kind of issue from one angle. You have to see the problem from different angles, like financial parts, climate change, and then other networking, or we just saw the one problem from very different angles. And then that put us a lot of advantage and then also a lot of better solutions. And then, of course, we recently built our company and registered ourselves in Delaware. And then we're now located in New York City. And then what was the other questions? I hope that I'm just like answering all the questions.
No, that's great. Really
yeah,
helpful.
also Manuela,
have you guys filed any patents, or do you have do you have a plan to do so in the future? What's proprietary about the technology and the product?
Just to complement your question before, Olivia, in the technical aspect, we offer 1 year forecast, which most of the weather company doesn't have it. So we have developed that. And also we have the risk management that we have developed. And most of the competitors that we have right now, they only look what is currently happening on the field and not planning, and they doesn't help the farmer to plan in advance. So this is a advantage that we have. We have, for example, in Brazil, we have a law that obligates like the states and everything to make this analysis, but not everyone is possible to do because it depends on the location where you are, depends on the type of crop, on the current crop stage. So it's a lot of components that is coming inside and very difficult to calculate by hand. So what we are doing is just take all these calculations on behalf of the agronomists, of the farmers, and we make través the AI program that we can offer that. So it's innovative, and at least for now, in most of the companies and competitors I haven't seen, it's not focused on preventing or looking ahead, but just look what is happening right now in the field. And related with the patents, we are now talking about to take our brand and everything. We haven't done yet, so the information is all disclosed with us right now, but we haven't started to do yet, and just a plan that we have for the next year.
How long have you all been working on this project, and how big is the team at this point?
So we started like last year, pretty much in April after we just finished our masters, and we have been working at like little more than 1 year, I think. And then we just started our first pilot in Mongolia in June, and then with September in Brazil, and also November in India. And then we have been we have some complementary products, but currently we are on a stage to pilot our mobile apps for farmers.
Wow,
and we are still four of us on our team.
Wow, you guys have had a busy year.
Yes, exactly. And we are located in different time zone, and it's not helping at all. Yeah, but we're doing our best.
Awesome. Olivia, did you have a question? I saw you unmuted yourself.
Yeah, I was just curious if you guys have contemplated your business model, both for lenders and for farmers, and are you going to charge a SaaS fee? How are you contemplating the business model shaping up?
Manuela, do you want to jump in?
Yes. So our plan is we have developed a solution, and then we have 3 customers. That is the farmers, the APIs that we are selling for other companies, B2B. And we have also the banks where we are developing the software so they can see the credit score for that. So we are going to charge for the API based on the requests that you need, like other company does, like the weather company and others weather company they does. And for the banks, for the key for access, the information for the farmers and the risk assessment to do risk assess. So this is going to be our 2 main streams.
And are you charging, is it based on a particular contract size? Is it a recurring fee, a subscription? Do you know what the fee structure will be?
Yes, we are basic subscription for the API. So we have 3 plans for that based on the information they needed. And for the software is based on access per month also that they have. So if they access, they only have 1 access by the bank, we are charging for that.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Great. Kim, did you have any final questions? You just have 1 minute here before we wrap up with Agrolly.
Sure, I'll make it quick. And thanks for asking that question, Olivia. That's where I was going. So maybe kind of a transition from that is, what are some of the key performance indicators, the KPIs of the pilots? Congrats on getting these key pilots and regions that you're trying to unlock, but what does success look like for those pilots in a minute or less? I know that's a big question.
Yeah, we would say that just like more than 80% of the farmers, they like the idea of having this kind of solution in their hand, because it's the very first time in many developing countries they're seeing this kind of solution addressing many different solutions at the same time, not only about the fighting against climate change, but also their financial part. So we just got a lot of positive, like more than 80% of the farmers, they just said that they're going to use our solution.
And now also our metric is the downloads, of course, the app and daily users and active users. But also, as we are developing the API that we're asking for money to develop the API and the software, is going to be the numbers of active products that we are selling. So this is basically what our metric is, or costs, of course.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Agrolly team. It was incredible to be joined by all women up on the stage here today. Really impressive work y'all have done. Congratulations on Call for Code with IBM. And it seems like there's some really interesting stuff ahead of y'all. So looking forward to following up, and we'd love to have you up in Vermont if y'all are ever in New York.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving us a chance to pitch. It was great. We appreciate it.